Okay, so this was gonna be a Skanks News Weekly or whatever you would call it. I don't know what they say, Skanks News Weekly. But instead, it's gonna have to be a dog bulletin for Mr. Luis Gomez. Hey, big guy, Mr. Clean, you're beautiful. Everybody respects you. You do not have to do the old-fashioned thing where the more famous and wealthy you become, the more fucked up you become, okay? The rule of thumb is for you, Lewis, okay? After that display you put on where you passed out in your microphone, you got to remember this. The more famous and wealthy you become, the more fucked up you can't, become. You have to tone down, your avarice id or whatever it is that's driving you to make these foolish decisions. Listen, Lewis, I don't know what else to say other than this. If you continue down this path, listen, Lewis, everybody don't have to be Lenny Bruce, okay? Why is it comedians feel like that like rock stars and comedians, they feel like they have to walk the razor's edge. They got to be fucked up all the time. They got to be screwed up out of their minds. They're escaping something. That's where comedy and music come from. They're trying to escape something. But son, you got to tone it down. You got to realize life is a happy-go-lucky type of thing, especially the more famous and wealthy you become, the easier it gets, unless you're a Nimrod and whatever. The one thing I want to tell you, Mr. Clean, unless you can clean up your act, Tim Dillon is never going to invite you over to his McMansion, okay? And he's never going to come and see your new recording studio. Listen, tighten it up, buddy. No more of these kind of displays. I mean, it's good for business, I guess, if people are talking about it. But, I mean, you're not going to be around to enjoy the fruits of your labor that way. You got to clean it up. That's all I'm saying. A little advice from the dog in the form of a dog bulletin for Mr. Luis J. Gamaz.